It's not a heron, but I don't know what it is. This would be a moment for my guidebook, which I don't have. It's a fantasy guidebook. You think somebody's living in there?
In 1,000 feet, turn right.
Well, I thought I was going straight to the state park, but then I passed a Publix that's clearly open. So I think I'm gonna pick up some food. Anybody need any kayaks? Kayaks? Anyone? This place seems pretty busy, and I asked what people use it for. Kayaking, beaching, swimming, picnicking. It's RVs. Heck yeah! $65 for an annual pass, and you got a day camp every day. No wonder there's so many RVers in here. It's only been open for an hour. A place to poo. A place to cook and eat. A lagoon. It's beautiful. Yeah, this is not a bad day spot, huh? And here's my chosen picnic table. I think this is more my style than the kind of urban stuff that I've been doing. I think this is the kind of pace that I'm more interested in. I'm looking at my setup and thinking, maybe what I need to do is have a dedicated backpacker bag for my cooking. I got a state park pass, and I got a map and information about every state park in Florida. I also got exactly what I wanted, a bird identification checklist, which I can supplement with stuff on my phone. And for $64 total, my annual state park pass, which already I can tell I'm going to get my money's worth, because I really think that this is how I want to be spending my time. So what I'm doing right now is dropping my kitchen off at my house to then be free of all my possessions except my perennial fanny pack and take a walk around this park. Don't mind me. I'm just emptying a pee container and brushing my teeth. So I mentioned my friend Ryan's coming into town on Tuesday. It's Saturday. Well, I was looking up cheap cruises for my other friend Rachel, who wants to come in this winter from Chicago. And one of the cheapest cruises that I found was $120 for 5 nights, sailing from Miami to the Bahamas with a stop in Key West. $120 for hotel for 5 nights, food included, good food, and international travel, and a trip to Key West and everything. I pitched it to him. Unfortunately, he does not have a valid passport. So this is just a message to all the friends that watch my videos. Please keep a valid passport. Because I think we're both pretty disappointed. We're gonna have a great time anyway on a land cruise. It's so funny being back in Florida. I'm seeing this place through the eyes of both somebody from the north and somebody from here. Things look alien and Dr. Seussy, but they also look like what I think of as normal. Growing up, I didn't really see reflections of the nature that was around me in media. It's all very familiar, and I'm grateful to be back here. There's a blue heron. Well, that nature trail was a total mistake. I'm estimating I got like 30 mosquito bites. Yeah, another thing I hated about Florida, the dang mosquitoes. We've had our reunion now. And now I'm heading to the beach. And there is a great blue heron. All right, that's what I'm talking about. Time to get my swim on. They call this a lagoon. I believe this is where a freshwater river joins the Intracoastal Waterway and the Atlantic Ocean. I believe this is brackish water. I just swam out to the buoys out there. I gotta give credit to this old lady and this old lady who swam out there first and inspired me to do it. I'm really glad I swam out there. So you may not be able to tell by the way I act in my videos, but I have a phobia, a real phobia. I have a phobia of aquatic life, specifically seaweed, and a phobia of water that I can't see the bottom of. And I definitely swam out past where I could see the bottom of the water out here. It feels really good to test out my fears, but there's also this kid out here right now snorkeling with flippers and everything on, and it's got me thinking, should I get flippers, a mask, and a snorkel? While I was out there, I saw everybody paddling in their boats. I really want a boat. I would love to be able to kayak in these waters. While I was out there, I kind of came to the realization that some people do van life for snowboarding and snow sports. Some people do it for surfing. Some people do it for mountain climbing. And I think my thing is a little less extreme and exciting, but my thing is swimming in beaches. Swimming in natural water. If that's what I'm doing, then I kind of want to play around with some potential gear. I could mount a kayak at the top of my van, but that would be a commitment. Or maybe even scuba gear. But I think snorkel gear would be the next obvious option. I'm really inspired by this park and how beautiful this park is to spend more time in places like this, especially since I already bought my annual pass. It's really sunny out here and most of the people on the beach have umbrellas. Maybe that's something I should get, a beach umbrella. It's really cute. The stand-up paddleboarder is trying to get his dog to come with him, but the dog doesn't want to. The dog wants to play with all these kids. Yeah, just hanging out. Thought I'd show you some things that are working well and not working well on my little first iteration minivan build. What's working well? Hanging 3 hangers off of the side grip assist here. What's working well? The 2 plastic shelves on the backs of either of the driver and passenger side seats are working really well, both as shelving units and as places to brace other belongings, and as tabletops, both for standing outside and being inside, and for accessing from the driver's seat. That's working really well. And this one, the blue one, holds my water filter, which is working really, really well. I'm trying to think what else. That trash can is working pretty well. Not only does it hold paper trash, but also this morning I was able to stash my yogurt container of pee inside of it temporarily before I got to the public toilets here at the state park. Time to move on to the stuff that's not working so well. First of all, what's all of that stuff? Do I use it? No. Second, what's all of this stuff? Do I use it? Sometimes. What's not working well that I really, really wanted to work well is this plastic mat. It slides around, it doesn't have enough friction, and it also has holes in it, so even if I spilled something on it, it's not like it would help in that way. I guess I'm glad I had something to sleep on last night that wasn't just the carpet of the van. But I did have the Pilates mat. I don't know, that thing might not make the cut. I think in general, I just have too much stuff. Gear that I'm considering getting: a beach umbrella, snorkel gear, swim shoes, GoPro, and a windshield mount, and probably some kind of floor upgrade. Right now, I think I'm really going to want to get a Prius by the end of this winter. I want to be able to return this car to the factory state for my parents or for whoever they sell it to. The other thing I really want is a proper camp stove with like a burner that can hold my frying pan better. All right. I just made my first van life friend. Polish guy who's lived in the Caribbean islands and Florida for the past 4 decades. Oh, what a treat it was to talk to him. He gave me an amazing recommendation for a specific state park in Naples. I'm really looking forward to checking it out in the future. He also gave me a recommendation of 2 places to park in this area, one of which is right on the beach. Oh, he was just full of stories and very happy to find someone to listen. And he let me take his photo, but he insisted it be on his good side. I'm hoping I get to see him again. He was pointing out all the different rigs in the parking lot, telling me how much they cost, how much the people paid for them. And when he recommended the parking spots to me, he called them the Je me souviens parking. Je me souviens is the saying that's on the back of a Quebecois license plate. Quebec in Canada, French Canada. Je me souviens, I remember that I'm French, basically. Je me souviens parking is where all the good van dwelling and full-timer parking is apparently all around Florida. Je me souviens parking. Because the Quebecois, they like van life. Maybe I'll check out one of his parking spots tonight. The blue hour. I just ate a whole bunch of deli meat from Publix in the parking of the Aventura Mall, which it's Saturday night in between Thanksgiving and Christmas, and holy shit, I'm here at this mall. All right, I'm going into the belly of the beast. I'm gonna hang out here until the mall closes. I never would have done this before I lost weight. And in fact, I would have been over the weight limit. Also, I'm afraid of heights. I'm facing both of my phobias in one day. These beautiful stone benches and this beautiful ape butt. Hello everyone, it's nighttime Becky. I'm parked in a lot for the first time. I don't love the feel of it, but I'm surrounded with people, with lots of different vehicles, including the Je me souviens parking that Andrew mentioned earlier. I'm on the floor again. I was talking on the phone with my best friend Sarah today, and I realized I really need to make my van more homey because I don't feel comfortable spending time in it. Today was really tough, and I can tell it was really tough because I ate a bunch of ice cream and sweet bread in the evening. Things get hard for me in the evening. It's pretty normal. Good night. Like and subscribe.